get this United 767 and give you a bit of a background of what this is all about. Yeah, it's kind of real old machine, this one. If anybody can tell me how old this machine is, it's got the Pratt & Whitney engines. Real old bird this is. 767-300. She comes. I'm going to get her touching down. I'm going to catch it touching down. Yeah. Ooh, just about. Look at that. Some spoilers. Can't really hear the reverse thrust in this location. That's the only problem. But, you know, never mind. It's all good. Right, I think we've got a small A320 coming in next. So, yeah, welcome guys. This is 100 Above Aviation. Brand new streaming channel on YouTube at the moment, just only on YouTube at the moment. We potentially will be going to other channels. So just a bit about my background. I'm Dan, I'm an aviation enthusiast, and I've wanted to do this for some time. Obviously we're not live today because this is purely a trial, and this isn't the actual camera either that we will end up using as time goes on. This is just a pure trial at the moment, just to make sure everything's in order. I actually want to do it, which I definitely do. I've been here for about an hour now, back and forth, stopping and starting, messing it up. But no, we're going to carry on, keep going. It doesn't matter if we mess it up, it's all good, it's all fine. So that British Airways A320ceo touching down there with the IAE V2500 engines. There we go. So yeah, as I say, welcome to Heathrow. Lovely day today, beautiful day, and they're currently on Wesley's, Eastleigh. So it's a great opportunity to be able to stream them from this spot over by T5, which is absolutely brilliant. Just wait for this one to come in now, and then I'll give you a bit more information about what we're going to do, what hopefully we can provide to you guys as well. So we'll just wait for this Virgin 787 to come in. Look at that one with the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000s on the 787. Obviously airlines having a lot of problem with those at the moment. I know, reading an article there, obviously British Airways have ordered another load of 787-10s, which I believe they're going to be basing a number of those over at Gatwick. But they've actually ordered them with the Gen X engines due to all the issues they've been having with the Rolls-Royce. So yeah, that'll be interesting. And obviously we know Virgin have had their fair share of issues with theirs as well. Quite sad to see, really, because obviously Rolls-Royce been an iconic company. You know, I think them along with Pratt & Whitney are having a lot of issues with their engines at the moment, particularly with the C series or the Airbus A220. Yeah, not good at all. But hey ho. Sorry, obviously we're at Heathrow, so there's lots of aircraft coming in, so I will get a chance to tell you what we're planning, what we are about. Do apologise if this is a little bit higgledy-piggledy, really, just because it is the first time that we've done it, and yeah, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? Right, Virgin A330ceo coming in now, A330-300. And these are with the CF6 engines, so General Electric CF6 engines on these. get her touching down there. Bang, that's it. Nice spoilers. Actually, I'll have to look that up. I think that's a correction. I think they're the Trent 700s I have on those. I will look it up and put it in the comments, but I believe it is the Trent 700s on the Virgin 330 COs. I do apologise. Right, got the next one coming now. It's quite difficult when you're trying to film to actually get this to focus. Right, so we've got British Airways 777. I think it's a 200. Looking at my screen, I'm trying to concentrate, and we'll see which engine option this is. So, yep, so actually it is 777-200, and it's with the Rolls-Royce Trents on it. So any British Airways aircraft that British Airways 777-200, which has YMM on the registration of the Rolls-Royce Trents, and then any with the VII designations of the G90s. General Electric G90s. That's coming to a stop there. I would have thought it would be a lot of full reverse thrust from these BA aircraft today, considering literally Terminal 5 is at the start of the runway here. So probably a lot of heavy reversing action to not want to too long a taxi. So you got the aircraft in the back there. She's turning onto final. Fortunately, that's as far as I can zoom at the moment, but that will change in due course. It will change. This is just a test before. Got some new equipment arriving for the next week. So, as I say, this is just a test, guys. And hopefully you like some of the commentary along with it as well. Right, so our next contestant is an Aegean A321neo. That's it, it's touchdown there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, I think we got a short haul. No, it's a short haul. I think it's a 320 coming in next. So, I'll use this opportunity then to sort of give you a bit of background. So, yeah, 100 above aviation. Been wanting to do this for a little while now. Obviously, we are at London Heathrow today, and I recognise that there's a lot of streamers out there. There's a lot that does Heathrow, a lot does Manchester. So, we sort of don't want to just be another option just for that. We want to offer something maybe a little bit different, other than just streaming. And I suppose what that will look like is, initially we'll aim to do the streaming sort of at least one day a week at the moment. Potentially two. So Shamrock A320 Neo, the Leap engines, Leap 1A engines, the Leap 1 Alphas. I was actually on that jet a few weeks ago. Actually, come back from Shannon. Here is on that jet. See if we can watch our touchdown. Go on, that's it. Touchdown nice and early there. So yeah, we don't just want to just do streaming. We will be doing some. We will be doing some trip reports as well, because obviously I like to do a lot of flying as well. I like to do a hell of a lot of flying, so we'll be doing some trip reports. There will be one uploaded from an Aer Lingus ATR Stowbot ATR 72 that I took from Dublin to Southampton, which will be going up probably sometime next week. I actually took that flight back in January, and it won't, I'll have to piece that together. And that was the first trip report we did, so yeah. Let's catch this. This is the American 787. The Gen X engines on her, I believe. A more reliable option of the engine. More reliable. Here we go, touching down there nicely. I understand it isn't the best spot to get touchdowns, but it's where we are at the moment. I'll have to get here a bit earlier next time, I think, to get maybe a better spot. But hey, sun's shining. We're still watching aeroplanes. We are happy. So yeah, we're putting some trip reports on. Probably again, going to try and aim. We'll see how it goes, but would like to do them once a week, but it might be once every couple of weeks on those. And then sort of really just want to get a bit of a community together. We can do a live stream once a week where we sit down, look at topics, aviation news, incidents and accidents, things like that. Just generally discussion of what's going on, and have a look at some news around the globe in aviation. Really, what I'd like, I'd like to build a bit of a community up. If I could get to 100 subscribers, I'll be absolutely ecstatic with that. I'm not here to beg for subscribers. It's about building a community of as many people who want to enjoy it as they want. Understand that there are plenty of options out there, so I'll come on to where I want our base to be shortly. So we've got an American 777-200. It's an old girl, this one. Old girl, that one. By the way, I don't have flight radar or anything like that open, so I can't tell you exactly where they're coming from. But look, as we grow the community, I'm sure some of you could fill in the gaps of some of those. Touchdown there, spoilers. Reverse is normal. Right. So, in terms of a base, I mean, to be honest with you, probably we will be coming to Heathrow, as well, but I go over to Dublin quite a lot now. I know you've got streamers over there, but we could do a couple of shows from there. And where I'd actually like to base myself, which is completely possible, is Madrid, because, well, one, I love Spain, two, I love aviation, and they've got some really good spotting locations up in Madrid, and you get quite a nice variety of aircraft, especially with the South American sort of markets. So yeah, I'd love to do that. So that's sort of what we are going to do going forward. So we're not just going to be a streaming channel. We'll give you a bit of everything of aviation, really. So we've got the Swiss Airbus A320, you know that. Likely, I believe that would be coming from Zurich, with it being an Airbus, but happy to be corrected, obviously. So that's a Bosch touchdown. Nice bit of smoke there. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll have to see how it goes. Was looking initially at sort of Gatwick, but yeah, problems with, I do fly out there a lot, so I will be posting a lot of photos from there. Got good views from the lounges there, but the problem with Gatwick is it's not easy to spot from. There's not really that many good locations unless you go out sort of middle of nowhere. And not only that, variety of aircraft, really. It's sort of easy jet these days. Obviously, you do get the likes of Air China bringing their A350 900s, I believe. The Air Mauritius bring their A350s into there, but generally it's not. Middle Eastern Airlines Airbus A320. This is the CO with the IAE V2500s on her. I think, I'm not sure if that's quite rare in here now. They normally bring their 321 Neos in here and occasionally their 330s. I don't know whether they normally bring in their 320 CO anymore, but landing a bit long there. That's it. Smoke reverse. Nice, 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 nice. Quite busy up here today. Quite a few people up here today. And our next contestant is on short final. Looks like, sorry, I'm really bad at this. I'm looking at it through the screen, so you have to bear with me. If I was actually looking at the aircraft, I could tell you what it is a lot quicker. But it is Air Canada 777-300. Here she comes, and I believe she has the G90 engines on her. Funny old news that with Air Canada, isn't it, guys? The CEO was allegedly forced to resign because he didn't speak French in the press conference. Seems very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. But hey, hey, who am I to judge? So, yeah, you know, is he doing a good job? Is that just the excuse? Does anybody know? Obviously, it was awful what happened to the Air Canada Express CRJ over in LaGuardia. In fact, that's going to be one of the topics we talk about. Is generally just really a discussion, really, between us, as long as I get some subscribers, of course, between us, just regarding the, you know, opinions and that of the air traffic control at the moment over in the US. You know, I know they're very short-staffed over there, so. And they are overworked and allegedly underpaid. I haven't done much research into that, but that's allegedly what it is. You know, and they seem to have a bit of a problem with their systems over there at the minute. Not good. Right, we've got the Virgin Airbus A330 Neo. Now, these have the Rolls-Royce Trent 7000s on them. The 7000s, the big old engines. These are beautiful aircraft. Lovely, lovely, beautiful aircraft. One of my favourites, and actually don't mind it in the Virgin livery, but my favourite livery seeing that is actually the ITA Italian X or New Alitalia. Much like their livery on the 330 900 Neo. So yeah. Next one's a bit far out, a bit further out, that one. So yeah, that's where we are. It'll be a lot better when we do go live and I can actually interact. I will have a second screen so I'll be able to read all of your comments and we'll reply to you guys. You know, and sort of what I'd like to do is make this a proper community feel, really, you know, where you are involved. You are actively involved in what we do. Because yeah, why not? And as I say, we'll be visiting many airports around Europe, not just in the UK. And as I say, we will be coming to Heathrow, but it won't necessarily be, you know, a Heathrow show, because we acknowledge that there are others here. Yeah. So it's this British Airways Airbus A320 Neo. Like the sound of the Neo engines. We've got Elite 1 Alpha engines on them. And really like flying on the Neos. They really make a difference on the engine sound, the comfort level. Same as the 737 MAX as well. Fly on those fairly regularly with Ryanair to and from Dublin. But yeah, they're quite really nice aircraft to fly on. As I say, the camera, we've got new tripod, new camera, everything coming. So A, quality will be better, B, stability will be better, C, when I get my practice in, I'll be better. I will be better. Yeah, I assure you of it. I will not let you down. But yeah, so I think we've got another British Airways A320CO here now, I believe. Obviously part of the IAG group, which consists of British Airways, Iberia, Welling, Level, and interestingly, obviously Iberia actually operate their 320COs with CFM56 engines. I believe Welling operate them with IAE 2500s, same as British Airways. So there is not really a common engine type with those. Obviously the Iberia CFM operated 320s were purchased before the merger, so it's understandable. But I would have thought they probably want to try and get rid of them as quickly as possible. So it's probably a pain in the proverbial. I was going to say something else. Right, next contestant. British Airways A320neo. Actually, no, that is a CO. Apologies. Stupid man. What a stupid man. Yeah, we will. Mistakes will happen on the first string. We go slightly later touchdown there. Nice. We're going to go full reverse to get into T5. Can't hear. It's the only thing, you don't get a good sound of the reverse thrust from this spot, but it is a good spot. It is a nice spot. So we've got our next contestant now. I think we've got a flurry of British Airways short haul coming in. So we've got here British Airways A320CO again. Now a lot of the EUU variant COs are being deployed over at Gatwick, I can see now. A couple of flights I've done out there last few weeks have seen a few more and more sort of being based over there now. So phasing them out of Heathrow. But I did find it interesting, going back to the 787-10s. I mean, I never would have thought that they would have based those over at Gatwick, to be honest, obviously to replace the 777s that they operate on the long haul routes over there. But I thought they would have sort of put down maybe the 788s, 787-8s, you know, maybe some of the older 9s, I don't know. But I wouldn't think that they would buy new ones to put over there, but they are. It's got British Airways 777 now, and I believe she's a 200. Yes, she certainly isn't. This is the VII variant, so these have got the G90s hung on the wing of those. GE90 operated 777. Brilliant. Where are you? I already touched down. Look at that. Spoilers. Reverse is normal. Get the reverse on. Quick. Full reverse. Let's make the exit. Yes. It's quite nice that it always really coincides on a nice day in the UK that they're on Eastleigh, so generally speaking, that's pretty good. And obviously there'll be no runway switch if they remain on Eastleigh. No runway switch due to the agreement not to depart on 9 left because of the Cranford area, which I do believe is actually coming to an end now, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. All beautiful. So we've got the this Air India 777-300. Nice. Look at that, beautiful. Bosh, down she goes. Yes, very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I'm getting warm now and take my jacket off. Well, probably just the pressure of holding this. Check, we still are recording, yes we are. Mic's still on. Interesting that. I'm not sure whether my sound is coming through the phone or my mic, so if the sound isn't that great I do apologise, but you still should be able to hear me regardless. Right, our next contestant here. So I will get better with the stabilisation when I get my new equipment. So you just have to apologies, bear with me. This is why we haven't gone live on this one. This is purely a test. Purely a test to just see how things happen. And yeah, quite enjoying it so far. We've been at it now 27 minutes. So yeah, really enjoying it at the moment. And we've got a nice British Airways 777. I think it's the 777-300. Should have the 777-300. It is 777-300ER. Beautiful aircraft. Nice General Electric G90s. Nice, powerful aircraft. And soon to be replaced with the 777X if they ever get around to doing that. There she goes. Beautiful aircraft. Quite interestingly, some of the British Airways 777-300s are not actually that old. They're only sort of 3 years old, some of them. Quite late delivery ones. And sort of surprised really that they're not sending them to Gatwick, but I would think there'll be a capacity thing as well. There's up, right. Oh. I think we have an Airbus A330 on final now. Yes. What is it? Is it 330 Neo? Is it a 350? It might be 350 in actually. I have that completely wrong, you silly boy. See, what is it? What is it? 350. A350-1000. Beautiful. Rolls-Royce powered engines on there. Nice. The Rolls-Royce engines. Who have we got in next? It's a smaller one. I think it's Airbus A320 coming in next. So, yeah, I mean, ordinarily now I'd be hopefully reading some comments out and just getting a bit of interaction with you guys. What we also want to do, look, and again, this isn't really a plea for subscribers. I want to build a community. At the end of the day, if it ends up 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, it doesn't really matter. It's just a a community really that's going to work. And we're all nice people here, so we're all nice people, all reasonable. We're not egotistic or anything like that. So I think we could build something nice. Eurowings A319 with the again EIAE engines. Haven't flown Eurowings actually. Just give them a try. Give them a try. There she goes. That's it. No rush to get off the runway. She, I believe, goes over to Terminal 2. I think is Eurowings. I think they're Terminal 2. Yeah, so we're all reasonable people here, so we're not. But what to try and incentivise for it and just do something a little bit different. What I want to offer is, so the first 100 subscribers will be within a chance to get win a Herpa model, aircraft model. 1/500 scale model, and we'll just roll that on. We'll carry that on. To 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. Each of you will have a chance per month to win a model. So hopefully, most of you actually do get a chance to win one. Nice United 767-300. I believe with the Pratt & Whitney engines there, real old engines they are. And obviously what's happened to the Delta 330 with the Pratt & Whitney engines. The uncontained engine failure at Sao Paulo airport. Actually, that could be a topic we could talk about, because obviously we've seen the photographs of actually what happened there, and it's quite something. A lot of these things are happening. So yeah, going back to what I was saying, would like to offer you guys the chance to win a Herpa model. So once we reach 100 subscribers, those 100 subscribers will be put in to a raffle each month, and then we'll do it every month. So you'll have a chance to win. We'll also offer some merch, etc. as well when we reach 100 subscribers that we'll send out to each of you. But you'd be within a chance to win a model, and we'll carry that on. It's not. I'm happy to carry that on. We could do meetups, etc. Obviously, get way ahead of myself here, but it's just exciting. A320CO. Just very exciting, and why not? Why not? Why not? Right. Oh, quite a late bang. That's it. Down she goes. Yeah. Right. What have we got next? Who's our next contestant? Oh, it's actually clearing up a little bit in there, so I may decide to move location. Right, I'm going to just stand by. I'm just going to hold you guys there a minute. Stand by, guys. Fingers in the way. Sorry about this. Just trying to lean you up a little bit. This is absolutely my fault. So I'm on uneven ground. You see, when I get myself a proper tripod, it gets delivered. Yeah, that'll do. Just going to leave you there for a minute, guys. Hopefully the wind doesn't knock it over. It's not the most stable tripod, this one. Don't think that's going to work, is it? It's not the most stable tripod, this one. However, all will be resolved. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Grab something to eat. Ugh, an ant in my bag. Get out. Get out, shit. Get out. Right. So just grabbing a drink. A couple of short hauls coming in now. Yeah. When I started the stream, I did actually get the British Airways. So I see if the microphone's still working. It's flashing. Don't quite know. It means it's working or not. Anyway, not to worry. I think you still hear me through the phone. If not, we'll have it sorted for next time. This is to say, this is why we're doing this sort of a little bit not live, and it's just really to try everything out and make sure everything, you know, we learn from our mistakes when we do go live. Right, so when are we looking to go live then? Right, so realistically, it's probably going to be, I'm not going to say it's going to be next weekend. If it is, fine. I'd say the weekend after that. So I'm not sure what date that is, because date's on the phone and I'm actually filming my phone at the moment, but not next Saturday. So obviously we're Monday today, but it'll be on a Saturday. So it won't be next Saturday, will be the Saturday after. Actually, I lie, it won't, because I will be off to Dublin then, so it will likely be the Sunday after. But it won't necessarily be at Heathrow. And if it is, it'll be early morning, sort of up to 12 o'clock-ish, because that's when it will be. Might go to a different airport, might try something else. And then after that, you know, I'll be making plans then to sort of try and normalise Madrid, really. Because that is where I would like to base myself. And also, we've got good aircraft there. Right, just juggling a drink now because I've just realised what's coming in. So this is a United 777. United 777-200 with the G90s. General Electric. Nice set of G90s. Very old, these 777-200s now, especially like United. And then obviously you've got United and Delta still operate the 767-400s. And they're you know, they're pushing 25, 29 years old, something like that. Getting very, very old now. But they're still ploughing them along. Do see a few cancellations though with them. You do notice, or a few diversions. I'm sure, and I think, you know, a lot of that's to do with people crying out for aircraft. You know, got the issues with the 777X. You know, they've got engine issues then with other aircraft like the 787, especially the Trent-powered ones, along with the 350s. You know, causing big problems for airlines. But what it does mean for us lot is we get to see them to hang around for a little while, which is great. Oh, we'll be want to get a trip over to Frankfurt sorted out, because I want to see some 747s, 747-8s and the 747-400s, which they still operate, and also you've got the A340-300s. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the 340-600s generally operate from Munich, which, hey, there's no reason why we couldn't pop over there either. It was an Austrian Airbus A320neo. I believe that they operate them with the Elite 1 Alpha engines as well. Obviously the operators with the Pratt & Whitney 4000 engines. I think it's the fourth, nor is it two? Sorry, Pratt & Whitney 2000 engines. The 4000s are on the what aircraft? I don't know. Anyway, I think it's the Pratt & Whitney 2000s that are on the Airbus A320s. Obviously have problems as well. So again, airlines that are operating with those engines are having problems, whereas the LEAP are generally not. So yeah, big problems there. Big problems with Pratt & Whitney and obviously Rolls-Royce. Right, our next contestant is on short final, 100 above. Right, Airbus A330-900 Neo with the Rolls-Royce 7000s, the Trent 7000s on our beautiful. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Are we going to get her touching down, or will we just... Will she come down early? I don't know. Nope, there she is. Down. Bang. That's it. And again, love the double bogey on the 330. So you get sort of 2 touchdowns for your money. 2 touchdowns for your money. Alright, next one's quite far out actually. Comparison, considering there she is. I'm just going to tighten this up a little bit. Bear with me. Stand by. What's going on here? Very unprofessional. Right, there we go. Looks like A320 coming in next. I think we don't get here at Heathrow a lot is 737 Maxes. Obviously, airports like Stansted, Luton are full of them with Ryanair. But we generally don't get them here to London Heathrow. We don't tend to get them. Generally, just Airbuses now, Airbus Neos, 787s. Yeah, a few COs. Obviously, we've got the 777s, and obviously we do get a good. Shut up. We do get a very good variety here at Heathrow. Obviously, we get the A380, which is a brilliant touch. So I'm not going to pan around for this one because I'm just having a drink. But this is Airbus, I think, A320 Neo. It's certainly a Neo, yep, it's a 320 Neo. The LEAP 1 Alpha engines. Tango, November Foxtrot. Mind you, I do like the sound of the howling Pratts on the 320 Neos, and obviously the A220s as well, that howl that you get. Very nice. Obviously I know we mentioned this earlier, but the 220 Neos obviously got big problems as well with their engines. So I think it's Swiss are not operating the 1-100 series to rob its engines for the -300 series at the moment. Which, I get it. I mean, I understand that, things go wrong. Things do go wrong. No doubt about it. But when airlines are paying multi millions for their aircraft, some what's the A220, 35 million, maybe 20 million. I'm sort of probably vastly out there, but I'd say around that figure. I'm probably not a million miles out in terms of millions, but you want something that works, do you not? Just saying, you want something that works. Now I know obviously because compensation packages and but it's not just that. It's a reputational damage as well. When you have to cancel flights and you get the mainstream media grab hold of something and turn it and twist it into their own little stories, and it's reputational damage can't be bought with money, unfortunately. And I think particularly with Rolls-Royce and Pratt & Whitney, I think they've got a lot of work to do to get back in the good books. It's like with Boeing with the 737 Maxes. and I think they'll get there. You know, they're not a million miles from there. You know, I have no hesitation flying on one now. It's been, you know, years since those accidents, and